So Eddie just yelled that we have surprise evaluations today, and it's kind of like a scary time for the team just because he mainly does that during summer just to test our skills to make sure we're keeping up with them.
1, 2, and 3, going 5, go 3, touch 4, 5, touch 6.
Definitely when he called that, I got nervous just because I've been out of the season for about 5 months since Worlds, so I was kind of scared to see if any of my skills were still back, just to see how my double would land, if I would even land it.
We have inconsistent doubles with ladies. I don't understand why we're sitting. That's fine, I've made 3 phone calls and hopefully I get 3 new kids tomorrow and I get rid of 3 of you.
What's crazy is he's serious. He's mad serious about that stuff. Like, he'll make those phone calls and they'll be here tomorrow. It could be the middle of the season and you'll be like, yeah, I'm having work coming. Excuse me?
I mean, if you're gonna pick up and move across the country to do this, then do it. You know, it's not optional. I'm not asking you to do things. Like, these are the things that need to get done in order for you to be successful. And people were still not getting the message. Get in, get consistent. Stop wasting our practice. And tired? Did you work today? What are you tired of? Sitting in the car for an hour?
I'm from West Virginia, so like I moved all the way across the country by myself, no friends, no family coming with me. I pretty much had to like adapt to a whole new state, and like I pretty much had to like learn how to do everything by myself because like I basically had no one else with me. I don't know. I'm really excited to be here, so I think it's worth it.
So usually for SMOED, we'll get boys that are already groomed sometimes. And this year, we've gotten fresh boys. Like Jack has only been cheering for 2 years. Amazing from where he started, obviously.
You guys okay? For sure. Can we be better tomorrow? Can we start afresh tomorrow and just like be the boys of SMOED? All right, love you guys. Bye. Sam, I need to see you for a second. Bye.
In a group, he just pulled us all together and then told us what we need to do and like what we need to get better at. Like, he just set us in our place like, yo, you guys are the boys. And then he just pointed out like everything what we need to do better. And he asked me to stay.
Sam, I need your help. You're the only returning boy now. So, and you're like one of the oldest boys, right? I don't know what to do for them.
And then he just had a quick conversation with me like, hey, you're like a veteran boy. You need to step up and be the leader. Like, lead these boys, I need help. That has to be a thing. Like, people look at me as an example, so I have to set a good one, obviously. So every time I'm in the gym, you have to get to work.
I've been a back spot my entire cheerleading career. I think I main based for 1 or 2 seasons, but wasn't really main basing. And when Kira got hurt, we had to figure out our stunt group with Showcase so close. Oh! Let's go!
I don't know if I...
Oh my God! I thought you were gonna do that.
No, she was just standing there and I'm like, why am I pushing Lulu to do something she's not comfortable with when I have Jade that understands it?
Aw, damn.
You've been booted.
I really do nothing in this routine now. Once we took Jade out of the air, it kind of became a no-brainer to say, hey, Jade's a main base, let's put her in the main basing spot instead of making me have to learn something that I'm definitely not comfortable with. Why are you getting thrown over me?
So Tara is in my spot now, which I already saw coming. Like Orby already said, oh, you're gonna be flying this year, but we don't know yet.
Jade has absolutely beautiful lines. Everything she does in the air, she does it with performance and just pretty. Everything's really pretty. Unfortunately, time is crunching. Showcase is coming up like in 10 practices, and I gotta keep pushing, and that stunt's just not working. So she has been flying the whole entire summer. That's what I had in store for her, but unfortunately, it's not gonna fly that way. It looks like Jade will now become a tumbler, and Tara will take that flight spot.
1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
My name is Tara BELLO, and I'm 19, and I've been cheering for 15 years. I started Reckless in 2017, and I was on the team for that year and 2018. And then last year, like right around NCA, I tore my ACL. It was like the week before NCA, so I got hurt, so then we had to fill it in, and Yeah, I kind of sucked basically for like that whole time because I've been out for basically like 6 months. So I basically just been working out the whole entire time and that's it. So I kind of would go through like phases where I'd be like sad at practice and I wouldn't want to come. And then some days I'd feel better and then I had surgery. So I've been out since then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5.
From last season, it wasn't as bad because I wasn't as sad because I was on the team already. So I felt like I was a part of the team. But like at the beginning of this year, I didn't really know anybody and like it was all new. So it didn't really feel like I was a part of the team because I wasn't able to like do anything with them still. So I came back last Tuesday and so I swapped with Jade. So I'm in her stunt group now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8.
And I was like a little bummed. I think I just like the feeling of being up there because, you know, I'm not like, I don't like all the attention, but like it's pretty fun when they're like, oh, like she's a pretty flyer. I think that boosts me up a little because I don't think starting throughout the year when I first started flying, I wasn't really confident in myself because I haven't done it in a long time. And I think just inner confidence from like my bases, they're like you're actually doing like really good. Or even Tara, she's like, you know how she is, like, hey, you look so good, it's lit up there. Like, I'm like, yeah, thank you, yeah. But a lot of them, they boost me up, like, you're doing really good, I'm very impressed, like, how you're doing. Like 2017, when I first came to CA, I took like a different girl's spot in flying. And then like before that, I was fighting for a spot. So I mean, I've already gone through it before, so it's like, it sucks, I feel bad, but Orby always has a plan, so he knows what he's doing.
In the stunt group with, as Jade is the flyer, the only consistent pieces at that point was me, Jade, and Leah, and then we were like switching in secondaries. But it was a struggle. Like we didn't work, we haven't been together long enough to know how it needed to be saved.
If it's for the best, I don't mind. I can help in other ways, basing, tumbling. I'm still gonna like work for it. Like, I mean, things change, you know. Things always changing throughout the routine, throughout the season.
Wait, from the, I broke my leg. Yeah, but that's my history.
Just try it. What's the worst that can happen?
Sometimes it does hurt, my leg, but it's more like a sore hurt. So it's like, I have to like warm my knee up a lot before I start practice. And I'm kind of timid on it, honestly. It's like, I'm like cautious because like I don't want to hurt it again.
Can we get some spots?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
I got my my ACL got reconstructed. So they took my hamstring and then put it there. Also tore my meniscus a little bit, but today I have to do that skill, the one that I fell on. I have to do it, like I have to do it. I'm scared. My knee's fine, but it's like mentally, like I'm like a little nervous about it.
5, 7, 8.
I'm scared. Come down. That sucks. Not on your part.
Obviously, like each flyer is different. Like if you switch a base, if you switch a back spot, it changes a lot of things. By keeping like the whole like group as a whole besides the flyer the same helped, but Tara does things pretty different than Jay did.
1, 2, 3.
Hold on, get this through. I don't need this added pressure. I'm gonna do that again. I don't need this added pressure. I'm gonna try it again. I don't need this added pressure, man.
You have 5 minutes, warm it up. Let them warm up and then just put it together. Don't do that. I'm really annoyed by them right now. I'm really annoyed by them right now.
Comp season's creeping up on us. It's been a whole summer of trying things, trying people, switching this, switching that, trying to make it work. So it's time to go.
All right, listen, let's try to connect these stunts.
Dude, there was a lot of negative energy. I don't know the reason why, but Eddie was on one, the whole team was on one, so it's like a virus. He's just upset because he expects a lot from us. Yeah, and we're supposed to be at the top of the league and we're not showing it, so he expects more from us.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5,
7, and 1, 2, 3. Hold it, 4, 3. Look where you guys are standing, and bring them down. And easy, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 7. Bring it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, and stop. Hannah, catch your heel, not your toe, because that's what's making you flex. Up, 7, easy. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Good, 7. Hannah, heel, 2. Bring it down. Go run a lap for Hannah. Go. I made it very clear it's the heel. It's not do whatever you want, All Stars.
And move at a glacial pace. Pretend we have 5 years before we compete. It's only a month and a half. And
I'm over it. They're in a really relaxed mode. I don't know if you've noticed that. Yeah. They're like chill, like, you know, like we don't have to perform in the next 3 weeks or so.
Showcase is it's coming up next week, and we've had so many roster changes. I'm part of the reason why I came in so late in the season, and team's just not prepared for it.
I'm really nervous to like have everyone like be there and like watching everything I do, and like that's their first thing they like get from our entire season. That's the first thing they get to see. So like it's just really nerve-wracking, like what if something happens, but like nothing's gonna happen because it's gonna be great. Good vibes, it's gonna be great.
And 5, 4, this one's for a lap. 3, if your group comes down, hit the road, Jack. And 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. Oh, Orby was eating a sandwich. Do it again. I wanted him to watch this one. And you guys, we need to nourish our bodies with the blood of Christ. And 5, it's Sunday. Wait, we're here. How are you eating?
So like Hannah's having a tough time, and like it like kind of makes me upset for her just because we did come here together, and like being on the same team is like a big thing for us, and like being able to be here together is just like so much better.
Hannah came in at the end of the summer a couple months ago, and right after Hannah came MADDOX. Hannah tried really, really hard to make the stunt hit. She actually worked really, really hard. She finally got her double, which is great, but she wasn't super consistent, but you can see that she's a hard worker and a sweet, sweet kid.
We can't keep tearing her down if you guys are like, we're so frustrated it's not working, and then it's not working because you're frustrated. You know what I mean? But if the truth is you guys are just frustrating and it's coming off as a bad attitude, we're better than that.
I just think that she's like down on herself about it, which I feel like she shouldn't be, because she's always such like a very positive, like outgoing person. So like seeing her like down and like struggling a little bit, I know it's hard.
Is the issue with her, or is the issue with Gavin?
With neither.
It's just, the issue is just, it's not working, right? So you just, I know like all the odds are stacked against you, but it'll get better. You guys can try Ari if you want, I don't care.
Hannah wasn't working really out in the stunt. He asked me to go in as a flyer and just to try again, kind of dust off my flying skills.
Oh, girl. Ari, are you okay?
And we just started doing kind of a bunch of reps of double ups and their half or full around TikToks, everything. So we just started trying it after practice to see what would work out.
Seeing Ari in my spot was a little like stressful, just because I knew like obviously if she's going in, then that means that I'm on the edge of like not being on team.
Showcase is coming up. You know, we're just excited to go show everybody what we can do. The team that's won worlds the past 2 years.
You guys, 5 more minutes on this, and then we can't pyramid. Kyle and Chloe, both. And they're both on, I think, opposite. That's fine. All right, keep working what you're working, never mind.
I don't think I've ever had this many injuries in one season, and It's all happened in 1 month. Concussion a couple weeks ago. Hand definitely happened like 2 days ago. Yeah, this one's really fresh. Sadly gonna have to take off like a week, which sucks because we got showcased this month. I don't want to be taking all this time off, but yeah, the injuries are coming. I keep opening it up, and then I'll be like we have a lot of work to put in before showcase, so it is a little sad that we can't be working right now. It's because we're just trying to show Orby that we are here, we're doing our best, and that we're giving it our all. I think that he's using that as a gauge for who to cut off the team, because we do have extra people right now, and we're gonna have to get rid of some people. So I think the biggest reason for a lot of people on this team is do good at the showcase, so it secures your spot.
We know there's a chip on the team's shoulder. We know everybody's going to see what we're trying to do, and we want to go out there and show everybody that we're not going to hold back, and we're going to try to win 3 in a row.
Look at your toes. He says it all the time.
God damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7.
My name is Jordan. I'm 21 years old and I've been cheering for 12 years. I started cheering when I was in elementary school, and then I went to California Flyers for a few years, and then I went to SCV, and I finished out my cheer career there. I cheered with my sister forever, and now we both came to the gym this year, and she's on SMOED and I'm on Reckless this year. So in my stunt group, I have Chesley backspotting me, Enrique basing, and then Alexi also basing me. So my group was pretty consistent, and then all of a sudden we just haven't been hitting.
From here, like as you release your foot, you think about it half. So from here, think half.
It's been really hard, and I don't really know who it is.
2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2.
Our group is sort of, we've never worked together. We are all different, you know, Chesley in the back spot, I was in the back spot. We tried having Chesley main base, it didn't work out, so now I'm trying to main base, and we're just trying to figure out everything to go together.
And she's gonna try flying in that stunt today.
Okay, you can take her right now to fly?
Yep. Come on.
Doing the switch in.
Yes. 5, 6, 7, white floor. 3, 6, 1, 8, 3, 4, 5. Right back.
Orby was always telling me that my spot basically wasn't secure with Tara coming back from her injury, so I was always just trying to get better. And so when I knew she was coming back and then Gabby started being on the team, that's even more Flyers, because I feel like the team was really Flyer heavy this year. Yeah, you're here, and then you kind of tilt here, and then...
3, 5, 8.
That was perfect. We're doing this.
Okay.
That was amazing.
It sucks when someone comes in and is doing your spot, because you just kind of have to watch them.
All right, ready?
I'm gonna try tying it a little tighter.
We're all trying to learn the technique as well, especially me, because I've never done rewinds, I've never done these sort of elements, and so right now we're just trying to find our groove. It's hit or miss, it's 50-50 right now.
Damn it!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 5.
It's hard to watch them, but it also have to be like, well, if it's best for the team.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 1, 2,
I wasn't gonna come back because I was worried about my health and balancing school, but I'm not really sure what happened.
I talked to her a lot outside of practice because I love her as a human first.
Eddie texted me and I was like, I kind of miss it, and now I'm here.
Thanks guys for watching Cheerleaders, and don't forget to subscribe to Awesomeness TV.